Oh my goodness, everybody, I almost forgot we've got to do files. Files, you know, images and what have you. Oh my goodness gracious, excuse me. Well, before we get into actually incorporating that into our table, let's just take a look at how files are handled. Now, I showed you a little bit of an image object or a file object in JavaScript. PHP is the same thing. Again, files are not just what you see. Files are a grouping of different bits of data, and in PHP, they are an array within an array, or a matrix, if you will. I'll always call it a matrix. So let's just take a look at what a file looks like. Okay, so let's go to our form here, and let's make it an encryption type of multi-part form-data. Okay. And we're not going to do anything with the table right now. We're not going to upload pictures just yet. But what we're going to do is, should we do this here? Yeah, no, let's do this here. We can do this here. We're going to put input type equals file, name equals image, and that's all we need. Now we could put a label on it, but yeah, might as well. Label for equals image upload label BR. Now again, we don't need to do anything because the form is going to just send out data. What we want to do with specific data we do here. What I will do though is I'm going to go, let me go like this. Let's put this in, before we go here, let's put this beneath here. Let's go div, and let's go PHP, if is set files image, then we want to print R. No, print R files image. So as I've said, files, that's a pre-programmed variable or array, like session, like post, whatever, files. And we just want to take a look because the initial name is going to be image, but so you have upload right there. It's going to be image is going to be the first index, but then it has other indexes. So let's add another one here. Let's give it what do we got? We got Jackson. Let's call it Fire Emblem Engage because that's what I'm playing through on my Bookman channel. Game is hot. Price was $59.99. Now, if I were to take the picture and send it. Okay, so if you look here, right, we have an array. And in the array, it's name, the picture name, the type, image, JPG, the temporary name, which is the name with the file. We'll get into that. Error, there wasn't an error. And the size is this in kilobytes. Okay. Now, temp name is it's a file that, or it's a folder that it will temporarily save in. What we have to do if we wanted to upload it is we would have to send this to our file. Now we don't have one here. We do have images, but it's up in the tutorials area. We don't have one here. So we could just put it back in the images. That's not a problem. But I just wanted to show you that. Now there's something else I need to show you. Array, the first index you see is name. Then you see type. Then you see, that's the second index because the actual name, the first index is actually image. And the reason why is because you can send in, as I showed you before, a multiple. You can put multiple here. And if you were to put multiple, then you could put in a bunch. You can go like this. You can go like this. You know, you could put in a bunch of them or whatever, and we would still, and in that case, see, we're always going to get a file. It doesn't matter if we put anything in here. We're always going to get a file because we said to print it out. I forgot. Let's see. Let me just double check that. Let me just double check myself. HTML multiple file upload. But I want to know why I can't get multiple files, because I want to show you how it differentiates. Was it? No, just multiple here. Because, like I said, I want to show you. Oh, I got it. Hold on. My fault. 3 files. So now if I were to do this, it's only going to have one because we only have the one image that shows, but you can actually get like a bunch of them. Like you can show a bunch of them. We would have to make it into an array, but whatever the case. But you could do that. You can have like a bunch of files you can send. We're going to just do one. And what that then means is, if we were to do this, and you see how it changed from choose file to choose files to choose file. If we were to do this, you notice these indexes, we can then take these indexes and we can reference them separately. So now what we can do is if it's set files, we can say, okay, then we want to make type equals files. I thought you were going to finish it for me. Image, but then we want to go to the image and then the files index or the type index, right? And we could say name, we can call it name equals files image name, because it's just loading it into a multifaceted array. So it's not a big deal. And then size, it's kilobytes. So if you wanted, you can do some kind of multiplication where you can say infal maybe. Divided by 1,000. And then you'll see how many megs it is. And then at that point, we don't have to do this per se. We can just go echo type name size. I think it's invalid, and I think I can do that. Let me just see. If not, it's going to give us an error message. Oh, there it is. No, it's good. So there you go. So it's 107. That picture is 107 megs. Is it now? No. Yeah, kilobytes, 1,000. 107 megs. 107 megs is still not a gig. And then you have the name and you have the type. In which case you can now do checks. Okay, so you can do checks up here, which means we're going to be doing nested ifs. Let's get rid of this. So up here, we can say that if it passes all this now, we can go if like we just did, is set files, image. Then we can do our checks. And our checks could be something as simple like we did before. We just did it, right? We could just say size equals files, image, size. Type equals files. Bleh. Stop. Thought you were going to finish it for me. I keep fooling myself. Type. Okay? And then we can go if size is greater than, we'll say 250,000. I don't know. What was it? 250. Yeah, we'll do 250,000. Is it that much? Then we can say imager equals, that's too big. Then we could go else if size, or no, type is not equal to, and then we do the image PNG. That's how it's put together. That's how it's saved. Or type not equal to image JPG, or type not equal to image JPEG, and we'll just keep it at that. We won't do bitmaps. We're gonna say image error. Will you finish it, you pain in my ass? That's not an image. And then else, just to see if it worked, we can say name equals files. God almighty. Image name. Now, again, we're just doing this, and then we can come. I shouldn't have gotten rid of that because that could be another check. I'll just put that back in there. But then you could do something like, you could say is set files, or we can go back here and we can say if name is not equal to blank, and then we can just go, echo name. Because we've already made this, and now we have to go down here, and we have to make another P equals or error, if we're being technical. Okay. If is set. Again, we've done this a bunch of times before, and this is not as refined. We can refine it better, and we will. We'll have better error messaging and stuff. Don't worry. Image error. Why is this thing just not responding in the way in which I would like it to? Oh, it's responding, just not in the way I want it to. And we can do image error. Now again, we don't have anything in the table. There's nothing here in the table. So if we try to do something in our testing table, it's going to make a huge mess. It's not what we want. Okay, what we want is we just want to see if it's there. So we can make another one, and we can call it, another one, and it's another one, and we can say its price is free, and we could do that, and we could send it. And what ain't letters? I said another one. These are letters. What's not a letter? Oh, come on. Let me see. I said if it was set. It's not set. That's too big, it's too small. I can't even get into my own thing. Okay, hold on. Why are you saying those aren't letters? Undefined variable. Dude, I said if it was set. All right, then let's not do if it's empty. Let's say if it's not here. Where is it? Let's say if it's set. Does that make you happy? Again, you wouldn't use empty. There's one called empty. You wouldn't use that unless it's an array. But what's not letters? What are you talking about? Well, anyway. Let me just see. I said if it was set. Well, anyway, let's put a picture in there. So if you were to do something like this, and you were to put in, you know, say a file or something. Where's my error message? No, nothing got changed. You keep giving me this "those ain't letters" thing. What are you talking about? What's not a letter? Oh, it's not a letter. Did I change something here by accident? Post username, I didn't change anything here. If I were to take out this, I'm going to take that out. Let's just, for now, let's just take that out for a sec. Let me just see if it's still doing that, because if it is, then we'll just get rid of that thing. No, it's still doing that. So it's not the file. What the hell just happened? Do I have to do like a capital? Because I just uploaded something here, so this doesn't make sense. No. Alright, let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of this. Oh. No, validate float. See, like, that's the thing. Because it's not refined, I don't know if that... I mean, it hasn't bothered me before. It's worked. I don't see what the problem with that is. Like, but like I said, because it's not refined, we don't know if it's the price thing. Like, it's still saying those ain't letters. But again, it's right. Okay, but let me see something. Did that ever work? That never worked, huh? The filter var? That never worked. Validate float. That never pops up unless I don't have a price error. Did I not put a price error there? I don't think I put a price error there. I think that's what that is. Yeah, there's no price error there. Check it out. But again, I don't see why this isn't working. All right, let's try that again. I mean, I don't know what error is what. I mean, it's just not. Let me do this. I don't know what error is what. Because it's just going to give me that every time. Like, it's just going to say that if just one of them is wrong. I just don't know which one's wrong. That's the problem. This isn't going to tell me. That's JavaScript. That's not going to work. I don't know which one's wrong. It's not giving me an error message over here. This is weird. I don't know. We were just uploading stuff here. I mean, putting in the enc type could have changed something, but that's why I want to see if that's what it is. Let me see. Well, at least I know it's not what I was doing before. It's not the file. But wasn't it? Oh no, we weren't uploading anything. So it's not that. Let me do this again. Okay, so it's not that. Let me go another one, another one. I could just take that whole thing out anyway. That was just to show you. Okay, so I'll do this. Alright, and you still tell me that. Okay, let me get rid of that. Hold on. I should really change this whole check system. Well, we'll do it when we start doing things. Doing like a real site. Alright, that might actually, the filter var might actually work. So let me get rid of this. But I'm just wondering, let's second. So let's do a one that would actually go through. You know, it could be just be that, actually. Well, that's not an image because I don't have one. But we got another one. So it was that. It was I was putting 0. Okay, so you can't put 0. That's my fault. Let's undo that. And let's undo that. Let's keep that here. So it's just that you can't put 0 in. That's all it was. All right, so we didn't have an image. So let's now put an image. And we'll go 8.8, and then we'll say, let's put something that's not an image. Let's put this in there. It's not an image. Say, now that actually uploaded. Because we're not stopping it from uploading, but that actually uploaded. But now, so filter var means you can't put 0.0. Just remember that, okay? You can't put anything for free. Now, I don't think I have a file that's that, but we could put in a video. I don't think I have a video. But that would be a check. Now, let's put one in that is no. Let's put in FEOP. It's my LP. Let's put in one that's actually an image. And it's saying it's not an image. Type equals. Well, it's not saying it's too big. But wait, am I hold on. Let's go like this. Let's echo out type. Let me see if I'm doing that wrong. I forgot. If it goes in that image. Yeah, that's how it goes. Okay, let's see. I'll be back in a second and we'll start actually uploading these things. Let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of that. And we'll start uploading these things. I'll see you then.